In many occasions, everybody asks, how do you close so much business? Well, I'm here to tell you it's not so much about closing business. Rather, it is about winning your prospect. And today, man, I'm going to give you my three little secret sauces to close business, or in my case, align myself with a winning formula every single time for a prospect. This is the ME Show. Girls on me, on the dance floor, all eyes on me. Who will see? Then you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me, all eyes on the prize. Money supersized, G5 super fly, should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi flash shine. Get dough, champagne, Merlot. Cash and tango, in the VIP. Now she wanna touch her ankle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours. Believe it or not, in the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the top. All eyes on me, drinks on me. Girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who will see? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me indeed. Welcome back to a brand new installment of the ME Show. I am Ali Madawi, your host with the avocado toast. And today we're going to talk about how we're going to win over your prospects. And look at this. I even said I'm going to get a green bottle. That way, unless you're a sponsor, I ain't showing your brand. I'm just kidding. I show love to everybody. All right, so let's talk about it. Why would you want to learn about how to win your prospect? Many people push just flood the sites with funnels and with strategies and just put a lot of content out there and follow up and hit them up with an email, give them a freebie of an offer, right? Like the opt-in, value, and then offer. Like I get all of that, but I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I did today. I'll tell you what I do every single day. So there are three pieces that I lead with every single time, and I genuinely believe that they are the reason why I feel empowered and comfortable to let you know that I'm able to create a win-win-win formula every single time, and specifically for my prospect. And that's what makes us all happy to work with one another. So let's talk about it. The very first thing, if you're ready to write it, drop a number one for me on the comment. First things first, you listen. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. I know, cliche, nothing original here, Ali, right? But I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, many of us claim we listen, but we are always ready to respond. We are ready to interrupt. We are ready to just give the person what we want them to hear instead of just listening. I had a 40-minute Zoom earlier today. And when I say the first 10, 15 minutes, I was like this. There was no yes, no, okay. Just nodding, and I had my phone in front of me, and I'm taking notes. Nodding and taking notes. Nodding and taking notes. And I mean, I was listening to make sure that I pick up exactly what was important to my prospect. What was important to them to move forward? What did they want in a perfect world? Like if everything was exactly how you wanted it to be, what would that look like? And I wait and I write. I listen and I write. I listen and I write. I listen and I write. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, when you are listening to somebody, especially intentionally listening, not just having a debate or a pushback or overcoming objection, no, truly listening and paying attention and taking notes. See, when you do that, you're telling that individual, I actually care. I value you. I respect you. Those are things that make the prospect feel like, man, I really like this guy. He listens to me. He respects me. He is caring about everything that I'm sharing with them right now. It puts you at a position where the prospect feel like you and I are on the same side of the table, not negotiating, not going back and forth. See, the moment a prospect feels that there's a negotiation, now there's a seller and a sellee. Now there is the mindset of we got to negotiate. So no matter how good what I'm bringing to the table can be, the prospect is still thinking, well, how can I get better? And pushing back on pricing or pushing back on offer and pushing back on opportunities, on timing, whatever that. What else can I get out of Ali, right? So listen, take notes. Listen, take notes. And you may even want to add, What else is important to you? I want to hear everything. Share with me some more. So I write it all down after I listen. Now, once I have everything written down, this is usually my first meeting, right? Then I'm like, okay, well, listen, let me do some homework. Let me evaluate. Let me go back to the third party. Let me go back to whatever the case may be. Let me do some homework and let me come back to you. So now that I know what is important to you as a prospect, I'm going to go and see where and who can I get these items or these deliverables from. How can I guarantee that I'm going to score with these very specific things that are important to this person? Because when I come back for a follow-up on, I say, so last time we talked about X, Y, and Z, and this was important to you, and this was important to you. And I just want you to know, good news is we're going to deliver, right? So I go and do my homework. I go to talk to third parties, companies, or whomever, vendors, whatever the other party or the other catalyst to this conversation to be fruitful and for us to close, some business and do some business together, right? So once I do my homework and once I have an executable, just let me have it. Just please somebody tell me that word is right, Ali. Executable. You can take it, Ali. I'm gonna look it up afterwards and see if that's really a word. But a game plan that I know for a fact we can execute by default, I'm going to, hey, when can we have a follow-up? When can we have a round two? When can we meet again? By doing so, I'm not only prepared, but I know for a fact I'm going to give you exactly what you want. Now, imagine this. If I ask you exactly what do you want and what can I provide for you that would be a weighted formula for you? If I can provide everything you've ever wanted, what would that look like? And you gave me the list, right? It's like a server saying, may I have your order, please? And the server gives you the food you wanted at the time you wanted it, with the drink you wanted it, with the side item you wanted it. Perfect. You're so satisfied. You're happy. You're like, waiter, not only take my money, but I'm going to give you a whole lot more as a tip, right? Well, the same thing happens in here. So I come back on that follow-up, and then first I set up here's what we talked about last time. Here's what was important to you last time. Why do I do that? And by the way, this is the second piece. It tells the individual that I cared, I listened, and I'm ready to help you. I'm ready to give you what's important to you. So this is why, step number 2, do your homework and come back with an executable. I'm still going to keep that game plan, right? So once you do so, you're going to share with them, here is what I looked into, here is what I found out, and here's what we can do together. And that will give you the A, the B, and the C you talked to me about last time. And it'll provide it to you within this period of time that I know you said you wanted it within this period of time. And the better news about it is it gives you a little bit more to do X, Y, and Z, and so on and so forth. That will make the prospect be like, man, that's amazing. Like, meaning you gave me everything that I've asked for. By doing so, it's literally done. Like at this point, I'm like, okay, so if it's good to go, send me your email address. I'll send you a proposal, or I'll send you the expectation agreement, or I'll send you the invoice, or whatever the case may be. We can start as early as today. Now, it's not done just yet, because it's one thing having a good conversation and being a good listener. It's another thing coming back with an executable. I love that word. Game plan. But it's another thing executing the actual game plan. See, not only, and I'm going to quote Les Brown in here, he says, I don't want to satisfy my customers. I want to wow them. Like, imagine that. Like, I don't want satisfaction guaranteed. I want wow factor guaranteed. That's what I want for every single person that I work with, right? So you want to go over and beyond and execute right away. And here is why. Number 1, you don't want that person to come back and say, you didn't deliver, I need my money back. Number 2, you want that person to send praises to you across the globe, telling everybody how amazing you are, because there's nothing better than a real, genuine referral, not a paid for lead, but an honest, genuine referral. By having that honest, genuine referral, man, I don't even have to sell myself or my credibility to the next prospect. It has already been done. And for me, in my business model, usually when I'm talking to somebody, especially if it was referred, it's always like, so here's what I heard about you, and I want the same exact thing. So now I already know, okay, so tell me, what is it that you want? I listen and write down, listen and write down, listen and write down. And then I come back and say, hey, I got good news for you. Can we meet? and then I have the game plan. It's already done, closed. Now I just got to go execute. And there's this chain reaction where everybody is recommending me to everybody else. This is how, ladies and gentlemen, over the past 14 years, I've made, God knows, I've made so many mistakes in business. I've had so many failures. I have not had a perfect path. I've had companies that shut down, companies that got shut down, partners that lied and robbed from us. Like, I had it all happen, right? But the one thing that I was always in control of is me. And what have I done? And not me, Medawi Enterprise, but literally me. What have I done? I've always respected the person enough to listen to them. I've always honored my word, right? I say what I do and I do what I say. Am I perfect? No. But when it comes to business, I know how important that is to kind of have a solid reputation where you can continue to build a business or continue to expand a service or so on and so forth, right? Like, that credibility is everything. And then I execute, man. I mean, I deliver. I don't care what anybody says. I deliver. I is the one who delivers it. I know, inappropriate English, but I deliver. So by doing so, those very minimal 3 steps, and I insist on minimal because there's much bigger things, right? Like, this is why you need us to work with you. And by the way, if you haven't done so just yet, go to im.media, click on the ME Academy, and join us, man. For $1.50 a day, we can give you tools, resources, everything that you need. We give you every 10 days a brand new module on training on different areas, whether it's business development, whether it's, the last one was Instagram, Facebook is coming up this week, at the end of this week, and so much more. So visit us, im.media, click on ME Academy, and you can join us for $1.50. Plus, there's group coaching every Wednesday where you can be part of that. But besides the point, we execute. We get it done. It is irrelevant how good at marketing you can be if you don't execute on the back end. You can be so good at doing sponsor ads and be funny at attracting people and have the best funnel, but if you're not delivering at the end of the day, people are not going to continue to do business with you. And the worst, and I insist, the worst, because the worst is not that they don't do business with you. The worst is they're not referring, or even worse than that, they start telling people how you don't deliver and how it's a waste of money and a waste of time and so on and so forth. So I hope that today's session was a little bit helpful and that you've picked up those 3 items. Today is a very special day. It is the very first day of spring. That means we get to show our sleeves and show our skin and show our tattoos and so on and so forth. But tomorrow night, we have 2 back-to-back special events. The very first one, Your Strategic Partner Show live, and we have a queen of all queens, the queen of manifestation herself, Adora Evans. This young lady has an incredible story, and she has a direct relationship, and she's a trainer, a speaker for the Think and Grow Rich Foundation, the Napoleon Hill Foundation. It works with literally everyone you can think of, and most of the cast from The Secret. So that who is going to be our guest. So you definitely don't want to miss that tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, our influencer attraction media group coaching session at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't joined us just yet, do yourself a solid. Go to im.media and make sure you grab your spot. It's $1.50 a day. Give us a try tomorrow and see what happens for you and the magic that you're going to get, because we have a special trainer as well tomorrow. It's going to be incredibly awesome. So I appreciate you and love you. And until tomorrow, mwah, have a blessed day.